What's going on YouTube? It's your guy Darian. I'm the Bowtie Fragrance Guy, the channel where we talk about fragrance as well as fashion. So if you like looking good and smelling great, then I think you found the right channel. Go ahead and click the subscribe button. And take another quick second, if you don't mind, to make sure you tap that bell icon as well, just to make sure you get notified when I upload new content. And if you're not getting notified when I upload new content, then we need to reach out to somebody that's in the admin department at YouTube to make sure that we fix that problem. So guys, on today's video, we're gonna be talking about 10 everyday fragrances for guys, or 10 signature scents. These are kind of like signature scent fragrances. Fragrances that you can wear anytime, any place, anywhere. This is especially good for guys that really only have a few fragrances in their collection or don't really wish to build a really massive fragrance collection. These are some good fragrance options that I think if you get maybe 2 or 3 of these fragrances, you really be set, to go. And not everybody wishes to build a very extensive fragrance collection. Not everybody becomes a collector. There are just some people out here that want a few fragrances. They want to smell good, and that's really it. If that's you, then this is going to be the list for you. Guys, the fragrances on this list today, I'm going to stick to designer fragrances. I will probably do a niche version of this particular list as well, because I know there are different types of folks out there. Some people really just are interested in designer fragrances, and then we have some that are just interested in niche fragrances as well. But we're going to focus on the designer fragrances today. So on this list will be 10 everyday designer fragrances for men. So if you want to hear what is on this list, man, you already know the routine and how we get down. Keep it locked right here. All right, guys, we're back. Thank you so much for keeping it locked in, man. We're going to go ahead and jump right into the list. The first fragrance that I want to talk about, this is a great addition to the lineup from the house of Yves Saint Laurent. This is the Y Le Parfum. Y Le Parfum. And this is the latest release from the Y lineup. And I really dig this one. It maintained the integrity of the original, which I was such a huge fan of, and gave us a little bit more depth and complexity. And I really like that. It has patchouli, tonka bean, a little bit of orbanum on the dry down as well. And I really enjoy this fragrance. So if you're a guy that is just looking, as I said, for an everyday fragrance that you can wear pretty much again year round, gonna smell great, gonna get you some nice attention and compliments, this is one that I highly recommend from the house of Yves Saint Laurent. This is Y Le Parfum, but honestly, the Eau de Parfum or either the original would work in this particular spot as well. But again, this is the latest release from the line, so this is the one that I am recommending in 2021. So check it out from the house of Yves Saint Laurent. This is called Y Le Parfum. All right, the next fragrance on the list, guys, from the house of Christian Dior, and this is the original Dior Homme. The original Dior Homme. I know it's 2021, and I know that they came out with a new version of this fragrance. I think it was last year, but hey man, I just say skip that one. And if you can still get your hands on the original, get your hands on the original. If you guys didn't see my video where I impersonated Kevin Samuels, then you know what he said. There's something about chicken and this fragrance. If you haven't seen that video, it was really fun, man. I'll link it up here or either down below. But check this one out, guys, because this is a nice powdery iris based fragrance right here, but it has some cacao in this as well. Oh man, it's just gorgeous. It's gorgeous, man. Check this one out. Like I said, the new release to me just really fails in comparison to the original Dior Homme. So this is still in 2021 a great everyday fragrance for men to try, and I think is one you need to have in your collection. So check it out from the house of Christian Dior. This is Dior Homme. All right, guys, the next fragrance on this list needs no introduction, but I still recommend this as one of the best designer fragrances for the everyday guy. And this one is from the house of, again, Christian Dior, but this one is Dior Sauvage, and this is the Eau de Parfum concentration. This is the Eau de Parfum. The Parfum, I think, was released in 2019. This one was released in 2018. And I go back and forth between this and the Parfum for my favorite of all the iterations of Dior Sauvage. But whichever one you get, man, honestly, the original EDT as well, still a great everyday signature scent for men. Listen, the numbers don't lie, guys. And over the last 5 years or so, Dior Sauvage has been one of the best selling men's fragrances. So again, the numbers don't lie. A lot of other guys in the world agree with me that this is a great fragrance to wear every day. And a lot of the people that are purchasing these fragrances, or especially this one, is not really the die-hard fragrance collectors. These are just guys that go into your local Macy's, Belk, Dillard's, wherever it is, and they smell fragrances and they choose to go with this one because it just works. So again, numbers don't lie, people do. So check this one out from the house of Christian Dior. This one is called Dior Sauvage, and this is the Eau de Parfum. All right, guys, the next fragrance on this list, we're going to the house of Chanel, and this is Chanel Allure Homme Sport. Chanel Allure Homme Sport. No, not the O Extreme, just Chanel Allure Homme Sport. To me, still one of the best designer fragrances for the everyday guy. This stuff opens up kind of soapy and clean, where you have some mandarin orange, I think, in this in the opening, with some aldehyde. So it's citrusy and it's kind of soapy and clean at the same time. But on the dry down, of course, you get some tonka bean in this and some vanilla. Amazing fragrance to wear year round. Any situation, any occasion, this fragrance is going to work for you. So check this one out from the house of Chanel. This is Chanel Allure Homme Sport. Not O Extreme, just Chanel Allure Homme Sport. All right, guys, the next fragrance on this list, we are going to the house of Hermes, and this is Terre de Hermes, but this is the Eau Intense Vetiver. Eau Intense Vetiver. I think this fragrance was released in around 2019, if I'm not mistaken, but to me, it kind of flew under the radar. I'm not sure why, but to me, it's a really, really good flanker of the original Terre de Hermes, which is a fragrance that I absolutely love, which of course could have made this spot as well. But again, we're talking 2021. So I would say check this one out, guys. If you like vetiver, again, just imagine the original Terre de Hermes. They've toned down that kind of earthy gun flint vibe that you had from the original. You still get the orange citrusy accord that a lot of people liked about that fragrance, but of course they added a very intense vetiver note to this particular composition. So hey, it works. Again, I think it's criminally underrated. So I will say check this one out, guys. If you're looking for a signature scent, something to wear every day, this fragrance will get the job done from the house of Hermes. This is Terre de Hermes Eau Intense Vetiver. All right, guys, the next fragrance on this list, I could not leave this off, especially if you're a guy that's looking for a nice signature scent at a good bargain. You need to check this one out from the house of Salvatore Ferragamo. This is Acqua Essenziale Bleu. Acqua Essenziale Bleu. And of course, I've talked about this one a lot on this channel, and as you can see, I'm really using this fragrance because, again, Bleu de Chanel, a little bit of Dylan Blue. That's really what this fragrance is, which are two fragrances that I really love. But again, you can find this one in most places that you look for under $40. So guys, this one works. Again, you can wear this in an office environment, you can wear it casually. I feel like you can dress this one up as well. And we're talking about pretty much any time of the year, you can wear this fragrance and really be making your signature scent. So again, check it out, man. Great fragrance, especially for the price from the house of Salvatore Ferragamo. This is Acqua Essenziale Bleu. All right, guys, the next fragrance on this list, this one comes from the house of, again, yep, Yves Saint Laurent, and this one is from the L'Homme line. I've talked about this fragrance a lot here recently because I really feel like more people need to discover this fragrance. It came out last year from the L'Homme line. This is L'Homme, and this was the Le Parfum version of that fragrance as well. L'Homme Le Parfum. And like I said, it came out last year and it flew completely under the radar because nobody talked about this fragrance. But again, I'm not really going to go into notes on this particular composition, but because I think a lot of you haven't discovered this, I just will tell you what it reminds me of. Take the original L'Homme DNA, add about 15% of Dylan Blue from Versace, and that's what you get right here. So as you can tell, it's something that's very pleasing Very mass appealing, very easy to wear, which again makes for a great signature scent that you can wear year round, any place, anywhere. Get this one in your life from the house of Saint Laurent. This is from the L'Homme line. This is called L'Homme Le Parfum. All right, guys, the next fragrance on this list has been around for quite some time, but it still works. And we'll talk about signature scents. Still one of the best signature scents that you can put your nose on from the house of Chanel. This is Bleu de Chanel, and this is the Eau de Parfum. This is the Eau de Parfum. Now, while the Parfum version of this fragrance is probably my favorite flanker of Bleu de Chanel, I think for an everyday fragrance, this is probably a little bit better for everyday fragrance for the average person that's going to purchase fragrances. I think this is the one that I would put on this particular list. Again, everything I've talked about on this list, when I mentioned with other fragrances, of course, this fragrance embodies. This kind of gets put in the same category with Dior Sauvage. A lot of people have this fragrance, a lot of people talk about it, but again, does not change the fact that it works when you talk about everyday signature scent fragrances to wear. So of course, this is one I still recommend in the year 2021 from the house of Chanel. This is Bleu de Chanel Eau de Parfum. All right, guys, the next fragrance on this list comes from the house of Giorgio Armani, and this is Acqu Di Gio Profondo. Acqu Di Gio Profondo. This is a great signature scent, guys. Great signature scent. Of course, Profumo is also a great signature scent, but in 2021, I'm recommending Profondo. Again, if you like the original Acqu Di Gio with a little bit more, I would say, of a blue twist, a little bit some green undertones as well, then this is one that you would definitely like as well. It's a great fragrance that you can wear, as I mentioned, with all the fragrances on this list, pretty much anytime, any place, anywhere. Great signature scent. Great signature scent. Again, you could go with Profumo as well, but in 2021, I will start thinking about Profondo as a good everyday signature scent to wear as well. So check this one out from the house of Giorgio Armani. Again, this is Acqu Di Gio Profondo. All right, guys, and last but not least, this fragrance comes from the house of Montblanc, and this is Montblanc Legend Spirit. Montblanc Legend Spirit, another fragrance that is just so good for the price. This is one as well that you can find for under 40 bucks, pretty much any place that you look. And of course, as I said, guys, this is a fragrance that is just going to work. You're gonna wear this, people are going to say that you smell nice. A lot of these fragrances you notice fit a particular category. They're just fresh, they're clean and easy to wear. And the average person that you're going to come into contact with, and we're not talking about hardcore fragrance enthusiasts, the average person that you're going to encounter on a daily basis responds to people that smell fresh and clean. And that's really what this fragrance does. It's a nice fragrance, again, for the price, some nice quality. You're gonna smell good, and you can pretty much wear this anywhere and you're gonna get the same response. So put this one in your life. If for some reason you haven't picked this one up yet, I highly recommend this one from the house of Montblanc. This is called Montblanc Legend Spirit. All right, guys, that's it. That's my time, man. I hope you enjoyed this video today as I gave you 10 great everyday designer fragrances for men. As always, I appreciate your time and attention to these videos because, of course, it could have been anywhere else in the world, but you're right here with me, and I sincerely appreciate that. Now, don't forget to take a few moments to go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe, and share these videos out to some other folks that you think could use this information or find me entertaining, because I'm your guy, Darian, the Bowtie Fragrance Guy. I love to look good, and of course, I love to smell amazing. So until next time, guys, keep looking good, keep smelling even better. I'll catch you on the flip side. Peace.